All right, let's just get right into it. If you're building wealth in 2026, you've got to know the game has completely changed. I mean, all the old rules for getting ahead, they're basically useless now. This isn't some pie-in-the-sky, get-rich-quick thing. Nope. This is a brand new playbook for the economy we're in right now. Let's break down the blueprint.
And we're going to start from what feels like the hardest place possible, absolute zero. I'm talking no savings in the bank, no powerful connections, just you, a Wi-Fi signal, and the will to make something happen. If that's you, you're in the right place. This is for you.
Because we have to be real here. The easy money era from the early 2020s, that feels like a lifetime ago. The crazy AI hype has finally settled down into, well, AI reality. And those old strategies like dropshipping cheap plastic from overseas, yeah, that model is officially broken.
But here's the good news, and it's really good news. The barrier to entry for building real wealth has actually never been lower, if you know where to look. So this right here is your new, super practical, 4-phase blueprint to go from zero to a legitimate wealth-building machine.
First things first, phase 1. We're calling it survival mode. When you're at zero, the only thing that matters is cash flow. You need it, and you need it now. And in 2026, the single most valuable commodity isn't data or code. It's trust. So we're going to leverage what we're calling the human premium.
Now this slide right here really shows the shift in what's valuable. Forget the old gigs like food delivery, right? That was all about being fast for really low margins. The new game, the new opportunity, is in being a human verifier. Think about it. In a world that is just drowning in AI-generated noise and nonsense, your patience and your trustworthiness, that's what gets a premium.
So what does that actually look like? Here are 2 things you could literally start doing today. First up, AI auditing. Companies are absolutely terrified of their AI chatbots lying to customers. You don't have to be a coder. You just need to be a careful, meticulous human who can fact-check. Second, you got to tap into the silver tsunami. The older population needs help with technology, from something as simple as setting up a health monitor to avoiding online scams. They'll pay for a trusted guide. And this all leads to our first real, tangible goal. The whole point of this phase is to grind on these trust-based gigs until you have saved your first $3,000. And I mean it. Do not spend it. This is your seed capital. It's the key to getting to the next phase.
Okay, let's move on to phase 2 and see how this all connects. Once you have a little cash cushion, you can finally breathe. Now it's time to get a high-income skill. But wait, stop trying to just learn to code like everyone said to do 5 years ago. In 2026, the real money is in being an architect, in understanding operations.
And the plan here is so simple. 1. Pick one high-demand skill. 2. For the next 30 days, you learn it obsessively. I mean live and breathe it using all the free resources online. And 3. You pivot. You shift your freelance work from those general gigs to this specialized high-ticket offering.
So what skills are we talking about? Here are 3 that are paying huge right now. AI ops. You're basically a digital plumber, connecting all the different AI tools that businesses are using. Carbon accounting. New regulations are hitting, and even small businesses need help with this stuff. You can be their go-to person. And deepfake defense. Every single brand needs to prove their ads and their content are real. Content authentication is a massive new field.
And now we hit phase 3. And I gotta tell you, this is the pivot that changes absolutely everything. This is about escaping that awful trap of trading your hours for dollars and instead building a scalable business asset.
It really all boils down to this one crucial mindset shift. When you charge by the hour, you put a hard ceiling on how much you can ever make. To smash through that ceiling, you have to productize your service.
And this table just lays it out perfectly. Look at the difference. Instead of charging, say, $50 an hour to fix a one-off AI problem, you sell a $500 a month maintenance package. What does that get you? Recurring revenue. It lets you scale in a way that hourly work just never could. Trust me, handling 20 subscription clients is way easier than chasing 20 new one-off projects every month.
And that sets up our next huge milestone. The goal here is to hit $10,000 a month in reoccurring revenue. Once you do that, you've done way more than just learn a new skill. You've built a real, sustainable business asset, a cash flow machine.
Which of course brings us to the final stage, phase 4, deploying capital. You've got a business that's generating excess cash. Now it's finally time to make that money start working for you by investing in the core infrastructure of the 2026 economy,
the picks and shovels of this new digital gold rush.
So where do you put that capital? Don't just blindly throw it at the S&P 500. The entire market is being driven by two massive, undeniable forces. First, energy. AI uses a terrifying amount of electricity. So you invest in what powers it: nuclear, grid infrastructure, copper. Second, demographics. That silver tsunami we talked about makes things like healthcare REITs, companies that own medical buildings, and longevity biotech into multi-decade plays. And finally, a small 5% allocation to Bitcoin as a simple hedge against currencies losing their value.
And of course, a very quick but very important disclaimer. This is an educational framework to get you thinking. It is not and should not be taken as official financial advice. Please do your own research.
Okay, let's bring this all home. If there is just one single thing you take away from this entire blueprint, let it be this. Your greatest asset isn't how smart you are, and it isn't what's in your bank account. It's your humanity.
We are now living in what you can call a trust economy. Technology has made it incredibly easy to create junk, to create noise, but it's made it much, much harder to build real value. And that's where you come in. Your reliability, your ability to verify something is true, and your human support. That is what people will pay a massive premium for.
And that's really the bottom line, isn't it? This is your unique advantage, the one thing that can't be automated away. Your superpower is simply being a high-trust human in a very low-trust digital world. Verify the AI, support the aging, build systems that people can rely on. That is how you win.
So, what are you waiting for? The blueprint is right here in front of you. Get to work.